What actually happens when you raise your vibration? A lot of people always look at how to raise their vibration, how to meditate, how to raise their vibration instantly, and not knowing the effects of what may happen. Because a lot of people, they're just thinking, I want to raise my vibration, because a lot of people say it'll be really great to be able to get into that vibrational frequency where I can manifest the dreams that I desire. But what a lot of people don't realize is there is a big surprise when you get there. And I'm going to uncover this surprise for you in this video. But before I get into it, show reel. Hit it! What's up guys, this is Eric Ho here, international speaker, entrepreneur, and best-selling author. And in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down what actually happens when you raise your vibrational frequency. Like, what do you start to see? What changes do you actually start to witness and experience? Because this is very important to be prepared when we actually start awakening ourselves and shifting our consciousness and our awareness. We need to understand what will happen. Well, first of all, I want you to understand this whole frequency in this way. So let's say, for example, if we look at frequency as a voltage right now. So let's give an example of a big stadium right now. And in that stadium, let's say there are 50,000 people, right? In a big stadium. I want you to be able to see it. Okay, and then what we do is we put a dimmer light in the center of the stadium. So on all of the panels, there's a dimmer switch. And what we'll do is we will start with it off, totally off. So at this point, what you can see is not so much, right? It's literally pitch black there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just crank it up just a little bit. So we shift the dial up just onto number 1. Let's say there's number 1 to number 10. We shift it onto number 1. Now, what will you see if number 1 just opens up the center part of it? It's just one of the bulbs on number 1. What you'll see is you'll see a couple of people there. And what you'll start to see is that there's some things happening. And this is your first awakening. So this is when your vibrational frequency, when your voltage shifts up. And this is what you start to see. You start to see, oh, there's people there. And then let's say you crank it up just a little bit more. Boom. And then you, oh wow, I thought I was in here by myself. In fact, there's a lot of people here too, right? So now you see about 10 to 20 people. And you're like, wow, wonder what they're doing there. So now you can see just, it's still a little bit dim, so you're kind of unclear of what's actually happening. Then what happens is you switch it up again. So you keep switching it up and it goes to 100 people. Then it goes to 1,000 people. Then the more you see, the more you are overwhelmed and thinking, whoa, this is crazy. I never even knew this even existed. This is actually what happens when you shift your vibrational frequency up. Your awareness becomes more and more clear. You get more clarity. But the biggest problem, and what most people suffer from down this journey, is when they start to see everything so clearly, the things start to freak them out. It's almost like opening up Pandora's box. It is the truth. It is the reality. But a lot of the time, the reality to how things work might be a lonely journey. Why? Because there will be a lot of times where during this process, and this is what a great monk out in China had shared with me. He said that, Eric, when you're going through this journey of awareness, you start to see more and see more. And that beginning part of the journey, you're really happy. You're excited because it's so much like you want to reveal and you want to see more and you want to see how the laws of attraction work. And you realize that every single thing, every problem, everything, it's just a manifestation of ourselves and a reflection. Then you get more excited and you want to see more. And then what happens is you're really excited, you're really happy, and then comes the dive. That dive is the reality check. That dive is the moment the truth penetrates beyond you, where you realize that actually, hey, I think I'm just in this journey alone, by myself. Why? Because if everything was just a reflection of ourselves, then surely I'm just living a lonely life by myself. And then you start to feel, well, who else is in this world with me if everything is just a reflection of myself? But then comes the next awakening. So there comes a dive. And that dive, let me tell you, is a lonely journey. It's a part where you come to this realization and you're like, what's going on? I never even knew these things were happening. And you start realizing, and this is what's scary. A lot of people, and I know there will be a lot of contradiction towards this topic here right now while I say it, is you start realizing that war, that every rape, killing, murder, everything started with something, a cause, and then had the effect. What does this mean? Now, and like I said, I know a lot of people won't like listening to this, but what you have to realize is this is the reality, is that when you see clearly, you start to see that everything happened for a reason. And so even the victims are actually not victims. Right? Now, while I say this, I'm very aware that a lot of people will be attacking on this YouTube right now. It's because, yes, we feel sorry for these people and we want to help these people, but you start seeing that actually everything just happens for a reason, and it's because we put something out there to create this type of reality. If not in this lifetime, maybe in another lifetime, because our soul never dies. And we start unfolding more and more and more. The more we unfold, the more it freaks us out. The more we get to truth, the more it freaks us out. That's why a lot of people going down this rabbit hole, they kind of back out and they start getting scared and they think, I'm not going down there anymore, because they are scared to face the truth. But let me tell you what happens. Beyond that curve comes the next curve, which is this place of bliss. That moment where you raise your vibrational frequency, you shift and you crank that dial up all the way to 10 and you start to see everything. But then when it gets to a certain place, beyond joy, beyond love, beyond peace, to this blissful state, this beautiful, beautiful connection to the world and the nature around us, then you feel like, wow, and you just want to be there all the time. I just thought I'd share that with you guys today because a lot of people, I think, underestimate the whole power of this. They just have one goal, one thing that they really want, the love of their life they really want right now, or some money they want to attract right now, in their career they want to attract right now, and they think to raise their vibration. I just want to throw that out there. Prepare you guys for what is going to be unfolded down this journey if you dare to walk down this journey. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up and also comment below. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from. This is our last day in Long Beach. So we're actually heading down San Diego today. I'm gonna meet up with my great friend, Jarek Robbins. So stay tuned. He's an amazing, amazing transformational coach. So I'll create a quick video and I'll probably post that up tomorrow for you guys. And also, if you're new to this channel, remember, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it, because now I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make 2018 your best year yet. But for now, guys, ciao.